Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Student. Welcome to the Doctor's Personal Injury Program. Listen, I am really excited. You know, over the past few years, we've been so concerned in getting attorneys to refer to chiropractors. We've been focusing on other chiropractors. Well, you know, we realized that the competition in the marketplace is orthopedics, neurologists, and neurosurgeons. Anyone a lawyer can refer to, and I am proud to say that over the last few months, our doctors have been getting the attorneys from coast to coast to bypass the medical specialists, because we as the chiropractor are the best solution for the attorney to win their cases and be their primary or first line referral source to the injured client. Listen, historically, when you won cases, you take lawyers out to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, wine them and dine them, theater tickets, ball game tickets, newsletters, flyers, emails, advertisements. It's all a bunch of nonsense. Lawyers don't want to drink your alcohol, they don't want to eat your food, they don't want to read your stuff. All they want to do is win their cases by using you as the expert. And there's only 3 things that are required. And the first is clinical excellence. The second is admissibility. And the third is having a system to apply that. Now, regarding clinical excellence, I'm going to pose 3 clinical questions to you. The first question is, what is the difference between a herniated, bulge, protruded, and extruded disc? The second question, what are the slice thicknesses that the MRI company takes of your patient in the cervical spine? The third question, how do you manage a patient with a syrinx in the lower lumbar spine? Listen, I've posed those questions to over 6,000 chiropractors from coast to coast. Not one got them all right, but yet every orthopedist, neurologist, and neurosurgeon I work with got them right every time. Because you see, on the witness stand, we usually falter with those not so tough questions a true spine specialist should know. And the attorneys realize that and often look to bypass us because they're concerned we're going to cost them their cases. Now, say you do get to the witness stand, which you know rarely happens, but say you do, and the lawyer says to me, Dr. Student, what are your MRI findings? And the opposing counsel stands up and hollers and goes, Your Honor, I object. This doctor is neither a radiologist nor credentialed in MRI spine interpretation. The plaintiff's attorney, the one that brought you here, is going to jump up and down and hoot and holler and go, but Your Honor, here's the doctor's CV. This doctor is credentialed in MRI spine interpretation postdoctorally. The judge will then allow your testimony into evidence, and that's what admissibility is. Because you see, it's not will the lawyer work with you, it's can the lawyer work with you. Now, as you know, most cases don't go to trial. Almost everyone is settled. Here's how the settlement negotiations go. The claims rep goes to the lawyer. What do you got? Lawyer says 2 herniated discs. They say, who's your expert? Which is code for send me the doctor's CV. If they feel the doctor is going to do well in court, they're going to give the lawyer money, provided the particulars of the case are there. However, if they feel you're not going to do well, they feel they can beat you up, they're not going to give the lawyer anything. And the hard rule is a lawyer will not start with you if they cannot finish with you. What this program is about is threefold. Number 1, we give you a tremendous amount of information about admissibility and the business from the lawyer's side. Hey, if you don't understand the lawyer's business and how it works and how they have to function, they're not going to be able to work with you. You're going to be fighting to get paid from your liens. That should not be a hard process. It should happen simply, and it does. Number 2, we're going to give you a program within a program. We're going to give you a program called Colossus to the Courtroom. Hey, most of you by now have heard about those Colossus algorithms that the insurance companies require to settle your cases. It's not really hard to understand. It's quite easy. We're going to teach you everything about that because that's about settlement. And then the courtroom is about getting an award. But the lawyer has to know, even though they know you're rarely going to get to the courtroom, you have to be able to go there. So from Colossus settlement all the way to the courtroom, we're going to train you on how to handle the full spectrum with the attorneys. Thirdly, we're going to give you a tremendous amount of clinical information. We're going to start giving you the basics of how to interpret MRI. But more importantly, we're going to direct you to formal credits, because without the formal credits, the likelihood of getting the referral is lessened. You've got to be the real deal as far as your knowledge base, and you've got to be credentialed. Then what we're going to do is give you an entire program to get the lawyers to run after you. Because should you start working with this, you'll never be allowed to ask for referral again. There's 3 reasons. Number 1, it's demeaning. Number 2, it's unprofessional. Number 3, no matter how you disguise it with breakfast, lunches, and dinners, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's a waste of your time. Listen, the cost of this program is $199 a month. There's a one-time setup fee of $225. There's nothing in addition you have to spend except if you need extra credentials. Should you get started with us, this is predominantly a web-based consulting program. We give you access to our portal. You work at your own pace. There's approximately 500 different educational modules in our step-by-step cookbook formula playbook. We give you a playbook. It's just easy. Just follow the bouncing ball. We teach you how to understand the full Colossus program. We teach you about courtroom stuff. We teach you how to collect on your liens. We give you an entire lawyer-friendly medical research portfolio. It's basically an encyclopedia for the attorneys because you become their educational resource. We give you evidence-based information so you can get paid. In today's marketplace, you've got to be evidence-based in order to get paid. We train you on narratives. I've communicated directly with over 100,000 lawyers who've helped us build our documentation. We give you SOAP notes, we give you tons of forms, and there's audios and there's videos. We train your staff. There's an online CV builder. We teach you how to build your CV. We give you an online directory. You're part of that. That comes with the program. You learn how to use your credentials. We give you unlimited telephone support, and you've got 24/7 access to a spine specialist, which is me. Listen, I'm in the game 34 years. I teach in a chiropractic college at the doctoral level, and I teach in a medical school at the postdoctoral level on MRI spine interpretation, triage in the injured, spinal biomechanical engineering. So you get a co-treating consultant, basically, to call anytime you need someone. And that really makes it cool. It's a lot of fun. I could go. The other thing, which is really important, we do a compliance audit when you get started. We want to make sure you're on firm ground and you don't have any holes so we can make you as bulletproof as possible. So listen, there's no length of stay in our agreement whatsoever. The cost of our program is $199 a month. There's a one-time setup fee of $225, and there's no length of stay. Listen, I've been in the game, as I said a moment ago, 34 years. I've been screwed by more consultants who say, sign up for 1-2 years. It's in your best interest. It's not. It's in their best interest. So if I'm full of crap, you fire me anytime you want. All it costs you is $199 for the last month. However, our average doctor stays with us for well over 6 years. I have clients in 44 states. I have lawyers that I communicate to. I've spoken and lectured to directly over 120,000 lawyers in insurance companies, in trial lawyers associations, in bar associations, in private settings. So I know what's going on around the country. I know what's going to happen next year. I know what the future trends are. So what happens in California and New York and Florida and Texas and Colorado and Maine and Utah is going to affect you in your state tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. We keep you ahead of the curve so you can, basically now we're working on showing our doctors what they need to do to get paid next year. It's very simple. Our average doctor at the end of 3 months gets 5 additional new cases a month. Our average doctor at the end of a year gets 9 additional new cases a month. Our best office in the country gets 60 new cases a week. Our worst office gets nothing. And those 2 offices are close. You do the work, you get the referrals. It's very common for our office to get 20, 30, 40 new cases every month on a consistent basis. We don't teach creative coding. We don't teach you how to bilk insurance companies, but yet, our average doctor after 6 months in this program, if your net income is under $100,000, it goes up 60%. If your net income is over $150,000, the doctor's income goes up 25%. And that's done simply based upon your clinical excellence positioning you properly. Listen, I look forward to working with you. If you want to chat with me, even if you don't sign up with this program, if you have any questions, call me. Area code 631-786-4253. I look so forward to working with you. Thank you so much for taking the time, and have a great day.